Welcome to Pickleball Journey. Today we have Jess here. We are giving her a private lesson. Today she wants to focus on hitting drops and dinks, so we'll take a look at both of those. Real quick, want to announce the winner of our giveaway. So we did a random generator, and the winner is Joe Pombo. Congrats, Joe. Hope that your back holds up okay and you can keep playing a couple times a week. If you weren't as lucky as Joe and you want to still purchase one of these quarter zips, we've got the link to our website in the description below. Now let's get started.
Jess is coming in at about a 3.5 rating. It's not her rated online rating, but she's played tournaments at that rating, so that's what we're gonna put her at.
Yeah. All right, so we're starting a lesson here with Jess again. She wanted to work on dinks. This is one of the shots she wants to work on. And I'd say for most people, dinks and then drops are a pretty common lesson. So we're just kind of taking a look here. Good.
So we're looking for Jess is getting a good deep dink right now. Not too deep where he could take out of the air, but really aiming for the feet. That's where you really want to go for. Yeah. You want to be able to push him off the kitchen line, just like that.
Good.
That's perfect.
I'd say in like a first lesson, one of the things that we're looking for too is how she's holding the grip on the paddle. So I don't know if Elisha, you're a little bit closer there if you want to take a look.
Real quick, Justin mentioned the grip. There's obviously preferences with Eastern, semi-Western, but general consensus is people like to use a continental grip, which is essentially you're holding the paddle like a hammer. So this would be the face of the hammer, and you're just hammering a nail. So one thing, I'm gonna stop Jess right here real quick. So one thing that I'm going to mention is that we're taking a bigger backswing than we need to. So right now we're coming about this far back. So if I'm hitting that way, we're coming past the depth of our body. What we want to be doing is keeping our paddle in front and then just, coming forward off of that. The reason we don't want to be bringing our paddle back late is because now if we're late on it and we're back like this, we're going to be hitting off center a lot more. We're not going to be able to see the contact. So we want to be able to see the contact, because if we're hitting off center, boom, in the net right away, guaranteed. So keep the paddle in front of you, and because you don't need that much power. Like from the baseline, sure, go ahead and take a backswing, but when we're in the kitchen line, just keep it nice and out in front of you. So let's see how we do that. To keep it directly, yep, perfect.
Good.
Just
looks
paddle.
Better.
Yeah, that's awesome. So no backswing whatsoever, just keeping it in front, nice. It also puts more pressure on your opponent. Yep, see a little bit of backswing there, so keep it nice out in front. Very simple. Make sure we're focusing a lot on contact. Yeah.
Good. Now, one other thing I noticed, not to give you too much to think about at once, but on some of these, you're coming over it pretty hard. There's a good mix where some you're keeping your paddle face open nicely, but then there's a couple where you're pronating, rotating over.
Yep.
Try to continue to keep that paddle face open as you come through.
Yep.
With that short backswing that Elisha was talking about. Good. Yep. Do a couple backhands.
Technically you really don't need much of any backswing. The balls are so light that you can just use your wrist to come through it as well. Hey guys, if you're planning on getting pickleballs anyways, help us out by clicking the Amazon link to get some pickleballs here in the description below. It really helps us out.
You good?
So, real quick, another quick thing. So I'm gonna take your spot real quick, Jess. When we're caught with a deep ball, what you tend to do instead of moving your feet back is you tend to do the backstroke again and then hit it back here. Again, that's dangerous because of contact. We're gonna miss-hit the ball. So instead of hitting back behind you, the depth of your body, let's take a step back, hit it in front of us like we're doing over there, right? Like we're at the kitchen line and say Justin hits a short ball, right? I'm gonna hit it in front. But we gotta respect Justin's good dink. So we're gonna take a step back, we're gonna hit it back in front of us and then reestablish ourselves at the kitchen line. So we're always wanting to see what's happening with our paddle in front of us. If we're hitting it to the depth of our body behind, we're not seeing that at all, okay?
Yeah.
So let's try that out.
And that's a great tip just for everyone. I'd say too often I see people kind of just glued at this line, and they're not willing to step back if they have to.
Yep. If you're planning to dink, it doesn't matter anyways. You can reestablish yourself. Perfect. Great shot. Nice. And that goes for both ways, you know. Don't be afraid to step inside the kitchen line, right, when there's a short dink. Good. Nice. Great. Way to step back there. Nice. And reestablish. Awesome.
Awesome.
That looks good. Yeah.
So Jess, what was maybe one tip that you found helpful today?
Yeah, I thought it was helpful to keep my paddle face open and to not swing so far back, like what Elisha was saying. I feel like just like keeping it more simple was really helpful. I'm excited to go home and just keep trying it, keep practicing.